our podcast. Got it. You need to click got it. So I'm super happy to and honored to introduce Jany Böhm, one of the best helpers in the world, vice world champion with his dog Forny, and especially for me, one of the most inspirational figures in IGP. Like you really one of those people who got me into this sport, who showed me like passion for this sport, passion for dogs. That is why I'm super grateful to have you here.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody.
So, how do you feel after FMBB?
Actually, I was already next day very good. I had few days. I had like maybe 2-3 days little pain on the neck after long attacks, but that's it. About like nothing surprised me. I mean, nothing like really different than I am used to be for the pain, you know, like normal. And
Like
after
normal.
FMBB, I was just ready to make another 100 dogs. I think I'm really good, in very good condition, so I'm fine.
This is super nice to hear because, like, how many dogs did you have at FMBB? Like 90 or like?
No, there was more. There was over 100. Originally, it was like 125, then maybe 115. Maybe we had 110, but over 100 for sure.
So this is completely incredible. Like you told something about how you were preparing for FMBB. Can you tell something about your workout? Like maybe short, like how do you do it? Because I
think the main specific thing is the diet, because you do not have to lose muscles, but you do have to lose like some kilos, maybe 2-3 kilos, because you have the same power but you are lighter. What does it mean? You are better in condition. That's normal. That's like MMA fighters doing, and I do the same. So then of course very much cardio, very much running, bicycle, very much helper work, but in advance, not in last month. Okay, I'm just preparing since, you know, I was on Florida since like January, February. So it takes me like maybe 8 weeks to get really to shape. And the last 2 weeks, I'm focused more to be mentality good and do not mess a little bit, you know. So the training is like stay healthy in the end. That's number one, I think.
What do you do to get yourself in the mood? Because when you come on the field, you are like just bad guy and like so scary. What do you do to get yourself in this bad guy mood?
Cool question. I am always very exciting enter the field. Doesn't matter for what, for like a helper, as a handler. I mean, it's a festival. You are getting, you know, you prepare yourself very long time for that. So basically, when the moment it comes, it's you need to just enjoy it. Otherwise, why you do that whole life, you know? So first, I was so exciting. I had perfect sparring partner, Alexander Bertingno from Austria. That was, we just clicked in first moment, you know. That was amazing. And I do not remember one world championship, like at least an FMBB, where I had kind of sparring partner like this. And it was basically first time when I did like with others, like a stranger, you know what I mean? Before it was always Czech. So now it was strange guy, so super sparring partner. We were supporting each other, perfect judges. I mean, our team, supervisor, Edgar and guys, David and Manfred, perfect team about our protection, nothing complaining. I think that's it.
And do you think like I was following all the time, but I think there was no injuries, like all dogs were good because like there was, so like how it went in this part? Zero. It's like applause for the helpers. Applause. It really deserves applause because when you prepare dogs for so many years, it's so important. So you just like the perfect guy.
Yeah.
Thank you so because much. Like the speed was like it's amazing. Like I took some shots, it was just like super. So it like honor to use for keeping those dogs healthy and safe. So this was your FMBB. It was like incredible, but I know that it's like only one part of your life being a competition helper, but you are an amazing coach and trainer helper. Like do you like the most about coaching people and in those dogs?
Well, I have been saying already many times that dogs basically is the after competition. We are basically all the time team, and of course I have like my family, my mom, my sister, my grandmother, her amazing nephew. My sister has now amazing husband, but they are living far, you know. So basically I live alone, and in like the personal life is a kind of like, how to say, like a taxa, you know. But this kind of like a taxa is only when you are not focused on anything. So I mean, I'm living for dog sport like 24/7. If not, then I will do really a lot of mess. So
Okay, so you need to train a lot.
You know, if you always look to the professionals and the best in all the sports, I mean, maybe one good example is like Lionel Messi. He has amazing wife, beautiful wife, three sons, 3 kids. That's a perfect life, and I hope one day I will have it too. But now, you know, no girlfriend, no kids, personal life is shit. But
so all focus to sport.
That's important to know, because people only see the, you know, the good things. People see the luxury around, the success, but people don't see you 24/7. So I think it's important to say that always there is some kind of sacrifice, and I'm giving to dog sport all my life, already over 20 years. So I give there everything. So in the end, basically, I do not even know nothing around, nothing else. I just give their all.
Yeah, I think what you said that about sacrifice, it's really important, because people see like Jany always happy, always training, these amazing results with your dog. But even for this podcast, you went trekking, and like your dog is always a priority. Your team is always your priority. So like you cannot get success if you don't train. And I think like a lot of people should know that this people who are on the top, they like train, like basically like what you said, it's all your life, and that is why you get such an amazing results for yourself and for people who you are training. Do you have a team? Like I think you talked about in Ivan podcast for how it's important like to have people around you. Like, do you think IGP is a team sport, or is just solo and you are alone and you just you and your dog, or you need to have a team? What do you think about it?
100% it's about team. I mean, I do train maybe 60% alone, because my schedule is difficult, you know. Right now I have perfect sparring partner, my younger brother, Jan Sedlak. He is my soulmate. He's really the guy. After a long time searching, guy which really clicks to me. We fit each other, you know, we understand each other. And of course, I have still my older brother Václav Houška, which one we also meet. But I mean, both of those guys have own life, right? Václav has kids. He has also his work. He lives away of me. Jan too, but Jan is free, and that's what I said before. You know, it's also about like personal life. So if you like to, you want to be the best, you want to competing, you need sparring partner, minimum one, like a helper, of course, and then you need also people around, like more and more. But at least for the beginning, you need at least some good friend, which one will train with you. I do training 60% alone. Basics from puppy, you know, while the season, I mean, between the trainings, I do some how to say, like I repeat the basic to my dog, even on my garden or something. But more or less is it is about a team, 100%. Without team, you do nothing.
Okay, I think it's true, because like people are the most important part in the sport, and to have person who can like see your work, who can give your fresh ideas, or just like be with you on the field. It's like it's extremely important.
At least
So you are at least one, yeah. So you are found yourself a perfect guy who can help you, and who you are teaching. Like, are you strict teacher? How your training goes with your people who you're mentoring?
Well, we should ask him. But
Uh,
I would say like this. I would say like this. Of course, I am. But I would say I do remember the story on beginning. It was like he came to me. He came to me in the winter, and in August, his goal was to make his international competition and get this license. You know, get this what is this permission, or what's that? You know, kind of card that you are international helper. And we didn't only train. I must, you know, also change his diet, change his food, because he was so skinny, so less powerful. So it was like, basically, I said, you want to do it properly, we change many things, you know?
Okay.
And he did it between 3 months. He got like 5 kilos up, muscles. We were training a lot of gym, a lot of cardio. Basically, he needed to get used for my lifestyle. From zero to there. So I do remember one sentence he said. He said on beginning, I was sure I would die. But then I was fighting and I won. That's it.
Yeah, this is the spirit. I think you really like the spirit, fighting spirit in this guy. So I understand why you clicked. So it's super important to have
Now
people
he
like
wants
this.
that. He is hungry. He's young, but he's very humble, very nice guy. And even he is the same sign Scorpion as me. He is much more calm. I would say much more, like, don't get me bad, slower, quiet more, but with the heart of lion. So I think he's a future.
So I'm happy for you, yeah, and for all people. So you're doing great job, because we cannot clone Jany, we cannot create more Janys. So you're doing it yourself, creating people who will develop then later their own style, and who train other generations of dog trainers. So thank you for this work that you are doing. Like,
It's
what
only
would
beginning. It's only beginning.
do you like, can you share your plans? Are you planning getting more young guys and creating your helper school, or it's just like in the future? So what do you think
I
about this?
don't want to say everything, but I would say a little taste that, for example, now we did kind of program for helpers with K9 and sports. And the first idea was like, I will buy online coach 3 helpers of 1 month. And in the end, I was reading a lot of messages everywhere. I got a lot of videos, and it takes me like, I think maybe 5 seconds that I decided to answer everyone, because I just can't ignore them. I feel the need to help them all. So in the end, it was like more over 87 around the world helpers just messaged me, and we were in contact like maybe for weeks. And right now I just can see how many people are around the world, which one nobody knows, nobody cares. So I am preparing something for the future. Don't want to say right now. But for sure, Jan is example which will bring the future for us and for our sport, and I will be ahead of that. I will do my best for that.
Yeah, super. So I think people should look for updates on your Instagram and Facebook to see if something interesting coming. So I will definitely put everything in the description. So if you want to be the best helper in the world, if you want to completely change your lifestyle and be completely committed, maybe you will feel like you will die during this process, but then if you fight, you will survive and become one of the greatest. So follow Jany everywhere when you can follow him, and I will put the links all below, so you will. And also I will put canine and sport community, because it's amazing movement for dog sport, and I think all people in dog community should unite and speak about how amazing our dogs are. I want to speak about you as a handler, because I think seeing Jany as a helper on the field and immediately seeing you after working with the dog, it's like two different personalities. Like, what connection you need to have with your dog to be successful in the sport? Like, what relationships you need to have with your dog?
Right. So I think in general is of course like a contact, right? Contact with your dog, it brings things like you get him in puppy, you need to be on the same flow, in the same vibes, you know. So contact, it means not the dog should not like you only because you feed him, or because you go with him just out, or just because you give him ball or like food. The dog should like you as in general, like the kid likes the mom. So I think the contact is number one. Contact, that's it. The number two, I think, is kind of freedom relationship. What does it mean? For me, freedom relationship is that I don't bully my dog. I give him kind of privilegium when we are walking outside to do whatsoever he wants. You know, I let him smell there. I let him run there. I mean, in general, he feels I have him under control, but in the other hand, I have him very freedom, and I give him this kind of respect. What is the third point? So it's like contact, freedom, and respect each other, because this might be a longer tema about that freedom and this respect, because you know, let's say example, you go on the training like obedience, and dog needs to be concentrated before you enter the field, and not very much people, in my opinion, know that the dog might be is there just preparing himself because he knows you will reward him by ball, right? And my focus is there, like I want to enter the field and my dog is joining me voluntarily. Okay, that's the number one. So basically he has no idea I have, of course, after many trainings he knows I have a ball, but my really beginning and all brings this contact, freedom, and respect from home, where I prepare him. It brings them for competition in the future. So he is entering the field with me voluntarily. I do not bring him there on the leash. I do not bring him there that I force him to plats and he must, you know, now watch me. I give him kind of release, and he is satisfied. He's freedom. He's okay with everything around, and he showed me as soon he's fine. As soon he's showing me the feedback. I want to work with you. That's number one. For the if we are talking about like for the future, what brings your social things and like home life, what is bringing them for the future for competition.
So I think like the most idea is not you beg your dog to work. The dog like asks you, like, maybe we'll do some fun with you and enjoys time with you.
Yes, of course. Let's open it. Yeah. I mean, it's discussion, right? So let's open it. I can say that you know, I spend lots of time with my dog out of training. Okay, so it means now he's in front of the house. He lives on his beautiful sofa, and then I'm coming to him after our podcast, and I was just sitting with him maybe 10-15 minutes out, and I will just pet him. You know, he lives on my leg or on my shoulder, just like a partner, just like a friend, just like your soulmate. And I just pet him. I'm, you know, enjoying. Sometimes we just go for bicycle, we go walking. It's like a routine day that 70% of life between us. It's not a training. It's like normal life. I mean, when it's winter, he also lives with me inside the house. Now it's too warm, so he can be outside. And I mean, people understand this, I think, but not everybody do that. So
yeah,
that's the key. That's the key a little bit. Spend the time, give the energy or the other things. Give him the release, give him the freedom, and don't forget the respect. Those three things are key for successful, 100%.
So this is amazing, Jany. Like that is why I so like talking to you, because you are like really know what you're talking about and you are so passionate. And I think your results are clearly showing, and we are excited for your to see your and Repi on the field. So I wish you all the luck in your training. You definitely both work really hard for this, and I wish you all success. Like I think you like write a lot about how you prepare him nutrition wise or fitness wise, like or, like you give him supplements. Can you tell something about it? Like because I think it's important for him to be in top condition, like you do for yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly another things which one is, it takes basically from that question before, because it's like I would say simply I care of Repi like of my kid, like my partner and everything I have. In the end, it's just me and him, He lives with me, I have a house, and I am just with him. So all the energy I gives just to him, and he gives just to me, to back. Do you love your dog? Do you want to have him here a long time? Yes, man, I love him. I wish he never die and I can have him forever. What to do for that? Have you thinking about how much painful are the trainings? I do. I had the feel before the same size dog. And if I wish to knew those information which I know today, and maybe Forny he might be still alive, and I don't want to talk about how he was not healthy in the end, but I was so sorry of his painful, and I would say that I want people hear it, because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything, and I will not give to him a kind of painkillers and these shits. I don't use them in my personality, so I will not give them to dog. What is that? What is it about? It's about prevention. It's about supplements, nutrition, good food, of course, stretching, warm up, physio, condition. That's fucking number one. That's it. If you just do training and you put your dog to the kennel and you don't even walk him after the training and let him rest and cool down, you are such a stupid person, and you do not have to own dog. Sorry to say. That's it. Just, by the way, between us, that's one of the parts of the game. And I mean, it's only about, in the end, it's about you want that or you don't want that, and how much you want that. So I do those things like normal routine days, before the training. He's never going on the field without warm up a little bit to jump the 1 meter jump. He has 40 kilos. He is like a very compact dog. Forny before was more athletic. He has long legs, he was a little bit higher, but Repi in the end is much bigger. He has a bigger head, bigger muscles, big compactly. Yeah. But I would say many dogs are genetically very stable and very strong, very tough. Yeah, they are tough guys, tough dogs. But even like Repi looks like bodybuilder since I bring him home from puppy. I mean, he genetically he has this advantage that he really nicely and easily build the muscles. And you if you know him and you see him, he has a lot of muscles, and it's not normal really. Like sometimes I'm like, fuck, I should maybe slow down because what's coming, And even like he is genetically talented for building the muscles. I'm giving him supplements. I'm giving him supplements. He will one day thank you me, and I will thank you myself, because he will stay. I mean, he will have a nice life when he will be done, retired. That's mainly why I do that. Yeah, but you
Okay.
don't see it now. You will not see it until 5 years, but hey, it comes. And big dogs, look at me. I
Okay.
had one already. Around 6, 7 years,
Yeah.
it comes. If you
Okay.
count those trainings, that weight, I mean, that's it.
Yeah. So I think it's super valuable lessons from you. So everyone should listen to Jany and invest in some good food for your dog and learn how to do exercise, fitness, and like at least what Jany said after training and before training. Never train like these dogs they are crazy. They're giving you everything. Of course they will jump. Of course they will do everything, but they don't think about their joints. So we should think about them because we love them and we want to live with them long and happy.
They especially they cannot tell you they have a pain. You know, that's it. So today we have a lot of hard dogs, which one will just die for ball. And how do you know they have a pain? They will show you one day when it's too late.
Yeah.
When it's too late, and I don't wanna experience this one more time. I don't want that. I'm so sorry of those dogs which one never experienced that any cardio trainings around, any massage, and all this preparation before the field, any warm-ups, because as I'm saying, you wake up them, you show them ball, and if it is a right Mali, like a really true Malinois, he doesn't care.
They wouldn't care. Yeah, and I think it's like really important even to hear for young people who just get in this puppy and it's ready to do everything, and you just like go, 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 and then you don't think about what will happen in 5 years. And especially if you had some low drive dog, and then you had this dog, and this dog offers you everything, and it doesn't know how to stop, it doesn't know when to stop. So you definitely need this from people who know how do you prepare this. So this dog doesn't have a stop. You need to put the stop and you need to prepare, because if the dog can,
it's definitely also for slow dogs. I mean, it's in the end it doesn't matter, because even the slow dog can get like a stretch, and you should ask yourself, I think, does it work for you to fuck off supplements? I know I don't need it, and like waiting for the injury. And in that moment, what happened? 2-3 weeks out of training, you go to wet. In the wet, you're gonna pay so much more money than for these supplements, or like for your time. Like for me, most expensive is the time. So I prefer to do it preventively in advance. Then you never stop the training. When happened the injury, it's too late, and then you are paying for that, and you are paying with the time, with stop of the training, with everything. It's your choice.
Yeah, and I think like as all smart people in the sport do it, like you will have dog who competes for longer time. So you will have healthy, experienced dog. So you will
100%.
rock this field, and I think all people in the sport are catching up to it. I think all people who have this experience that you had, so you cannot compete, like, because all those dogs would be adult but healthy and smart and put a lot of hours of training, and you cannot compete them. So everyone should do this.
I mean, it's about that contact, as we talk, how much you love that dog, because they give you everything per life. 5-6 years, you competing. I mean, Forny was competing 16th competition, 4 seasons, and 3-4 per year. And what does it mean? In 7 he finished, and then it's like, okay, dog give you that dog is giving. I have a little bit problem to say the dog, because it's not the dog. It's my king. Okay. So
it's like
I would say, like, all right, Repi will give me everything per life, and then in the end, what I give him back, he will be just painful. And last 2-3 years retired, like this. I'm so always grateful and always so happy if I see Mali, which one is 13 years old, on the sofa, happy, still walking, still fresh, baby. And the people around which care of those dogs, they need to have my respect. I give them all respect, because they care like they should, and people around needs to, in my opinion, very much learn about it.
Yeah, this is important. Like grandmother of my dog just had her 14 years birthday. So
Wow.
it's just like bravo to this.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
so good. Makes me happy. I also want to do it for my dogs. That is why I'm super grateful for sharing that, because I think all people who care and love about dogs, and I think in this sport only these people should be successful and do it, like caring about dogs, need to know that. So I wanted to ask you about protection, and what qualities do you think dog need to have to be good in protection?
What quality needs to have a dog?
Dog, yeah, dog, like internal, like from nature. What?
All right. So, first at all, of course, it needs to be interesting to like the prey, so prey drive, you know, kind of genetic thing, be talented for the prey. We have many categories of level of prey drive. So at least the first level, let's say, like the 5 levels, at least the first level. If you know, some dogs, they are not genetically born for that, or how should I say, you know, they're not ready for that. So prey, of course, prey drive. And then if we are talking about higher level, then it's kind of like determination and kind of like strong dominance, and you know, but again, dominance is also a lot of different kind of. So I would say the number one, and especially like today, is a prey drive. Dog needs to like the toy. Dog need to like to play, not only with the handler, but first, of course, at all with the handler, and then with the helper. If dog doesn't like to play at all, and he's just not for that, you should choose another sport. That's it.
Okay, but like I think you cannot go only with the prey drive, so some confidence or maybe something else, or
yes. I mean, this was like clearly the basic, of course. So then another thing is like self-confidence. I would say speed, very good condition.
Yes, so also fitness. Yeah.
Yes. Again, I would say perfect contact with the handler, because you know this is big tema. It's a huge tema, you know. And in this conversation, I would say many things about like the contact, because on beginning it is beautiful. You reward the dog. He likes that for the reward. In the future, you are on the trial. Then you are in competition. Then you are in the World Championships, in qualifications, where it's different kind of atmosphere. So the dog needs to also work for you. So the better contact, the better result. Okay. And I'm not talking about points. I'm talking about the joy and about the mood after the competition, which stays inside you, if you got me, if you understand me what I mean. And you know, as we have been talking about, like I don't think it's bad to get like bad points for the really good job. Important is always your feeling. How do you feel after? So if the dog is going there just for the ball, sooner or later he will figure it out that there is no toy. So yes, perfect contact, and doesn't matter tracking, obedience, protection. The dog is there with you. He's not there alone. You guys go like a team there. So
the key to achieve that. The key to achieve this. Oh, I had an interesting thought, like about competition, like when you were competing with Forny, or when you are going to compete with Repi, like what would you do after? Like, so like the points already told and you are walking outside this field, what you will do, like how you will make your dog feel, like I think it's important part, like what you will do after when you walk
nice.
outside.
It's really nice question. first at all, I will kiss him. I will hug him. I will pet him. I will have really joy and fun with him. And then, of course, I will give him like a toy. I will play with him. I will give him good recovery stuff. So some kind of like, you know, recovery drink. I will give him water. I will walk him. I will give him the focus, you know, 100%. I will not give him to the crowd and enjoying 98. Nah, that's the second part of the game.
Yeah, because it's like your victory. You are both did the great job, and he also deserves time with you, like for this
he
fun
deserves
time.
that mainly. So
Yeah.
my focus and 100% concentration is to him. So like that.
So all the cheating for later, you will be with the dog, enjoying your time.
I do remember the situations like yesterday, and honestly, the number one always after I was checking him if he's all right, if he's healthy, if how he feels. I mean, I was checking him, and I do not remember really that I realized what kind of point we got. Because you stay there, you listen to the judge, all the respect to him. He is telling you that, or she is telling you the points. But I do not really honestly, but like my personally, like I don't perceive that really. I'm like thinking, how was it? How is my feeling about that? And we are still connected with my dog. Okay, so in the end, after when we got the points, I do not realize it immediately. Let's say like that.
Okay, so I think it's super nice to hear that from you. So also a lot of wisdom here for all people. So how priorities, like your dog is always comes first. That is why like I really like talking to you, because you not only say it, you live by it, and you live by it every day. So nice to hear that. So people need to remember that. Also, like I know that like you think that it's important to change the fields and to show the dog a lot of fields, and like how do you create this vibe? So you try to recreate atmosphere for your dog of the competition during training. Like how do you do it? Like so
you mean
your
like
dog
created the atmosphere and like this, or
yeah. So like I saw you training with Repi like at FMBB. So you use this moment to just give him like what it's gonna be there, like, or like, how do you do it?
Yes. I would say I would call this topic like I'm creating, trying to creating the atmosphere and taking him you know, in different place, different situations. And again, if you have watched me, I didn't make the like some special exercises. I made the number one, and what this beginning of our podcast was, I was talking about, that was the contact. It was the contact that he doesn't, you know, he doesn't care what's happening around, you know. I basically did like basics position and contact before obedience, kind of like simulation before I will enter the stadium. And in the same moment, beside of him was the veterinary control. So there was running a lot of agility dogs and a lot of, I mean, it was, I don't even know if it was only agility or FMBB Malinois, okay? So a lot of dogs was running around. And he was there, concentrate. So I would say like kind of test I did, kind of test to see how he will behave when there is a lot of people and different situation. Because if you remember, I said, you enter the field and I enter the field with my dog voluntarily. He wants to go with me there, okay? And this makes a huge difference then in the end, because as we talked about like what the dog needs to have for the protection, I would say not only for protection in general, for dog sport and for IGP especially, is that there you can, I mean, in this, it's a little bit difficult, but I have a lot of things in the head. You will see you will really meet the dog and you will understand and realize how he is only in the atmosphere. Okay, many dogs are doing good job in the training, right? Today we see a lot of young and potential dogs which has talent and all. They have good opportunity to train and all, but then in competition is different. Why? I think it's maybe not really 100% right, but literally it is because it's different atmosphere. So that's why I'm so like always looking forward to see the dog in the action. Where is the field, stadion, no motivation, lots of public, different weather, different field, you know, that kind of atmosphere is so specific, so special. So your dog before needs to know that, or he needs to be that good and that good trained that he just, how to say, he doesn't care. And he just show he's really potential and he's real character. So if I would be like, let's say like a breeder, or I would like develop Malinois in general, I would say, guys, okay, this TTP and Kerung, good, but I would say you meet the dog and you really recognize the dog on the field when it's atmosphere. Yeah, when you can compare him with a new helper, new style, especially in the World Championship, but also in qualification. Yeah, everything is like a fair, but there is big selection then, and that's my little bit focus about like a breeding and for future to bring this to our sport, that the breeders should maybe do like a 2 categories of breeding. Like one is like let's say like first and second class, and like the second class is like today, like you have the Skerung and ZTP, and then of course all the etc around, like all the rest. But the first class, the champion and the golden class, there needs to be both parents with IGP3 and with qualification and pass at least the points like 70 and more. Yeah, where you can see the dog pass the atmosphere and everything. That's my I
that's what you it would be really nice. It would be cool, because I think it asks for the dog to have certain mental capacity to be able to do it. But we know that it's not it. Like the dog could have it all, but you are not there mentally. What are your advice for young people, for even not young people, for newbies in the sport, for new people in the sport? How to not lose your mind in this kind of atmosphere, like how to train yourself mentally to be there, to be present, to be with your dog. Like maybe you have some tips, like life hacks or advices for people who will enter field.
All right. First at all, you do not have to go enter the field for winning, right? You do have to enter the field for only you and your dog. In that moment, change everything. If you are going to enter that win, it's after one mistake over. You're so nervous, and don't get me bad, but nervous and exciting, it's different. So another thing, you should enjoy that. That's why I was so loose and so relaxed in FMBB. I was just saying like, man, I did my job, prepared, I'm in perfect condition, I'm ready in my head, and I go and I will rock it, but I will enjoy it. I will do it how I like, how I want. And that's like for the people, for the dogs, that's my number one. And if you enter the field, doesn't matter like a helper or like the handler, with this mentality, I mean, in the end, it's basically like you are going doing basketball behind of your house. You have just fun, because if you win, that's nice. It's nice jackpot, right?
Yeah.
But you are going to that field, not that you going to win. That's change everything. So young people, which one are ambitions, and believe me that I am ambitious since I born. Of course, I as a kid loved to competing with the others, right?
Yeah.
But always for something much more deep than for the trophy and for the winning. For something like to say and be, you know, in the end, I love to say myself, I'm proud of me. I did it as I want that, as I plan it, and I am healthy. I have fun because in the end, as I told you, you stay alone. And you have only the memories, and you want to have a memory that I was like 1 year preparing and so exciting and so nervous to winning, and then I lose. What's in the end? You are just what? You are in the end, you should be mainly happy. You should be like, I'm the fucking king. I won everything. But most of the people which one are entering the field for winning, they are not. They are just disappointed. Isn't it better to be opposite? You know?
Yeah. So definitely you should feel like a champion if you enter this field, and after you exit this field, you also feel like a champion, and especially
champion for yourself. That's
for doing
it's your competition about you. You know, I fight with myself. That's it. And in the end, I do not care what around is like that, saying like he didn't show the 98 or 96. He got like only 90. But I know that we gives there everything. We are healthy. We had really fun. I enjoyed. I do remember every simple moment when I got the command, when I got word, and I can describe that, and I can really express my emotion and my experience from after that. Ask the people after the field if they do remember. People see.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome that you have this memory of that. And I think your mentality, it's like really important to people to understand this, because you train for so many years and go to the field and you just like disappointed and everything goes to waste. But if you think like you think, you just like, we did it, like, and we did our best and it was good.
You know, I always say you could be only disappointed that you don't give there everything. But anyway, in the same moment, you should be also proud of yourself because you try it and nobody helps you. Nobody told you how much. Nobody knows in this sport. That's why it's so exclusive sport. Only one in the world. You never know. It's so kind of lottery. Everybody can win. Everybody can lose. There is no candidates for winning. Nobody wins 10 times in a row. Nobody.
Yeah.
I would also say for the young people, like, you know, you need to, like the other point, for the mental professional, to give the respect to everyone. For me, it means I always wish to everybody be successful. I know that feeling. I experienced that. But I also experienced the ground, the zero, and also the top. So I know all the feelings, which one are like, you know, running between. And there is always for me, there is in my corner, there is no enemy. Okay, if you got me, you understand? There is, you should wish to everyone success. And I do not have enemies there. If somebody is jealous and kind of like, what's the word? I cannot say it.
Underestimates, or like what does like?
It's more about like
saying like you are doing bad, you're not doesn't deserve it, something like this. No.
If you don't wish anyone undesirability, you know what does it means? Undesirability. No. It's like you don't wish anyone success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you cannot get it then. If you don't wish to any, let's say the easy, like, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Everybody can win. Everybody can have success. And I think this is perfect in our sport. It's always somebody else. But we are talking about it for young people, and I mean in general for everybody in sport. Your mentality should be like, I wish to everyone to win. You give them, they give to you back. That's it. That's the destiny. That's the life.
Yeah, it's important. Like, yeah, to see something like, oh, they doing something better than I am, and to be inspired but not jealous and just like, oh,
Listen,
awesome. Like,
we
I'm happy.
we yeah, but we all trying our best. We
Mhm,
all trying
mhm.
to get that piece from the door,
Yeah.
and be on the peak of the torch and be
Mhm,
on the top, of
mhm,
course. But we should, I mean, all the preparation of us as the competitors are
mhm,
different, maybe similar.
mhm,
Somebody gives more, somebody less.
mhm,
In the end, for me, it is like I'm going to that competition to compare with the
mhm,
others. We fight
mhm,
each other,
mhm.
but we respect each other. And in the end, nothing than respect. That's it. And if if
Yeah.
if I will be second or 50, I don't care. I
Mhm,
wish to them. I think this is what is a little bit missing in our sport, that people don't wish each other. People don't
mhm,
wish the success each other. That's my point.
mhm, mhm. So I think it's really important. And I don't think it is easy because people have a lot of feelings and emotions, and it's hard to choose. It's like it's your choice. You choose to wish everyone success. You choose to, uh, you choose this mentality. So I
Yeah.
think your speech could inspire someone. So I think we can. I have a final question for you because you are so passionate about IGP. You are in love with this, and I think like I want the sport to be more popular, and I want not even like people to know about this incredible sport because I never seen something like it. Uh, and how do we make it? Like, what your idea to make this sport great? Like great, like to show the world your vision of the sport. How can we do it as a community together?
All right. First, respect each other.
Okay, important.
uh, wish the happiness to even your best enemy. I mean,
Mhm,
don't take anything personally. Okay, you need
mhm,
to wants to learn. Be
mhm,
good listener. Be good student.
mhm,
Have the plan. Have the goal. Have a schedule. Have the system, and don't take anything personal. When you have a goal, give there the date, and
mhm,
it will just happen because it's already event,
mhm,
right? And in general, uh, as we have been talking about, I wish to everybody to have success, even there is some kind of
mhm,
enemies or something.
mhm,
I think it's problem to take personal problems between the trainers and everything, and the concurrence and like these levels of trainers and all, money, of course, business, those things, like personal problems, business,
mhm,
money, it should be not there in that.
mhm,
I mean, it's a lot of it the education. What I would like recommend to everyone is like, when you go train your dog,
mhm,
change, just switch,
mhm,
just
mhm,
switch, give their positive mind, positive
mhm,
vibes, good energy, and
mhm,
fuck off what happened last year or what was. It doesn't matter in the end. It doesn't bring you the good things. As I
mhm.
said, in the end, we respect each other and we all are winners, right? We
Okay.
can take a
Yeah.
beer and we can talk, we can have fun, and we can next time again fight each other and be competitors.
Yeah.
But that's I think the number one. The mentality in
Mhm,
our sport should change about like I'm saying now. Don't take
mhm,
personal things.
mhm,
Don't bring the personal things and problems around to the
mhm.
sport.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that's
And
how
then
was
it,
that how was created Olympic Games, and
mhm, yeah.
that's the number one. As you basically switch and you are just now like a sport guy. You are not
Mhm,
thinking about what was happening and relationship problems. And as I said, a lot of money makes the problem.
mhm. Yeah. So respect each other in the sport, and then people could unite, like create some awesome projects, I think, like together to show the public that it's awesome. Because, like, what is more incredible than seeing the dog running to the long attack or this perfect healing or this I think people would be inspired by it if you show true sportsmanship and respect to each other. So I think,
Yeah, you know, I would say now on FMBB, I a little bit jump away, but it's similar thing. My sparring partner Alex Bertignol on technique part on the first half, front half, or however you say,
okay.
first part simply. He tried when he felt the dog like deserve, and it was not even like 400 points. He tried always, you know,
Give
make the
applause.
public
Yeah.
applause, yeah, and he tried to move the people. Like, and looking and what, just 20 meters behind of me, where I was sitting and waiting for longer, was agility.
Yeah.
There is always fun, but guys,
Yeah.
wake up in IGP. Why you do you think so? They are friends. This all festival for them is just, it's just festival. It's a birthday party. They talk each other. They have fun for each other. I know many people from agility. They do not understand what's happening on IGP field. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
There is really good performance.
Yeah.
And because she or he is from that country, and because he trained with that guy, we do not do this. Come on, man. That's fucking crazy. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
And we try it, and still. So I would name really, you know, Hungary country. I would say also Czech country, and maybe a few more. I guess you guys also from Ukraine did. These countries, they gives it there. I of course I have noticed and I have watched that, because I was also a little bit interesting to the, you know, if you try to develop our sport and make these things, you need to also a little bit watch the public. And even I was like 100% of course concentrate. Sometimes I notice like people I know, when I'm then asking like, why didn't you support that girl or that guy? It wasn't it good enough? Or Italy, super, tutti ragazzi, perfect. Yeah,
Amazing. Like
but so many people not. So many people not, and it's so sad. And that's another mission for me, which I will want.
and you did super with what you did, rewarding dog, like helper's choice. How do you come up with this? This was super fun.
Yes, but you know why? Because you guys support that. I was so happy, really happy. Actually, we didn't even have microphone. Do you remember? We were like on some field. It was almost darkness. No microphone, nothing. I will not say the shitty negative things. I would say only the one positive. You stand there with me and with Alex and with our judges, and you support guys that idea. And I'm so thankful for that. So grateful. Thank you so much. That was
it was super awesome. And like with music, and I think like you were only like you and Alex, and you filmed a lot of videos, a lot of streams. And if we had like 10 people like this, like who would be like, yay, make this energy, because you turned off the music, you did everything, and it would create an atmosphere. And like I think only we are the people who are there can create it. And like organizers, they are overwhelmed, they cannot always do it. So we just should took initiative to our hands and create it. Like people who sing happy birthday to competitors who have birthdays, you should do it. Like to support each other.
You know, the respect is simply word, but there is something much more deep, and you need to just open your mind and go for that.
Yeah, Jany, but I have a question about cheating in IGP, because it was because like there is so much going on, especially in obedience, like, and person like does like awesome retrieve, and then you are standing like close or not close, and the crowd starts cheering. And for me, like, is always a fear that I will scream and screw up for this competitor. So like, what your advice would be when you can cheer? Because like even after long send out the dog downs, and like maybe crowd would like scream really loud, and the dog is just like what's happening, and you just ruin it for this competitor. So I always have this fear, like, what you would recommend as the same in protection, I think, what when we should scream, when we should stay silent, what do you think?
Honestly,
Yeah, we should scream.
do
Yeah.
whatever makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy, because that's all about.
Yeah.
That's what all is about in this sport. Do whatever makes you happy. If you will scream like fucking hell, if you will dance and applause, that's it. You guys need to know that this is, it's a world championship. It's a competition. It's a part of the game.
Yeah.
And if there happened that in the end, I would say I do not wish to anyone to happen, but it happened that the dog is like disturbing something. That's the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Don't get me bad, but this is the part of the game, and that's why our sport is how it is, because people are even maybe just scared. You are very right.
Yeah.
I am saying, why not? I was also saying many times, there should be more streaming and more funds even on trekking. You can train that. You need to see, and our sport is not only about 2-3 things. There is more, but all the people are saying like, shh, no, wait, and I do not understand that. Okay. Honestly, I would never regret and never complain for anyone who does applause. Doesn't matter. Do whatever.
Okay, so I will scream next time. I hope, like, because like you're amazed, but like maybe you will, but like obviously in protection you should definitely cheer, and in obedience, and so I think
you like something, express that. Just express that. We were always feeling super nice when people was is that kind of like cooperation, the public is cooperating with you on the field
and connected.
Many times you have a good commentator, good guy or girl, which one commands that. That's super important. And I really love what they did now in Germany with Bart Bellon, and the Tzatzik created by Matthias Degel. That was awesome, incredible, and that's the new thing and in the future, and I really love that. And in World Championship, it needs to be as well. Then might be that guy will be better than me and Alex, and maybe they will listen to him more. But guys, do remember what I said. In the end, you need to have a memories. You will have the memories that you were just disappointed of how many points you got. Are you really going there for the points? Is it really that? I will tell you one thing. I won. And after a few weeks, then you just go to normal reality life. And it's not forever. I mean, we are writing our legacies. We are writing our history. But you live your life with yourself. And you need to have memories, great memories, not only for that fucking podium. That's it.
Jany, it was amazing. So I think it's super point to finish, because I don't want it to be 3 hours like with Ivan, because no one would listen so much. I think podcast, because I listened the entire thing. I think a lot of people listen because there is a lot of crazy dog people, but I think you need to get a rest, to get cuddle with your Reppy, to give him scratches, to kiss him, hug him, and I will do the same thing with my dog. So Jany, I'm extremely grateful for this conversation. I think it's super important. So stay awesome, do what you do the best, and I'm super grateful for this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. By the way, I have to say that 10 people more like you, and it will be also bigger. Also bigger and also bigger. Thank you so much.
Okay, we will try do something awesome. So thank you for joining. It's an honor.
My pleasure. Anytime.
So bye.
Bye. Ciao.